in reading your bio, I was really moved by learning about this gentleman, J. Chuck Sastre,
Right.
who you led a memorial concert for back, I guess it was it'll be 3 years in November, and then you founded a scholarship in his name. Can you just touch briefly on who he was and what that scholarship means to you and how it's helping young people?
Sure. That was a great evening in my life. Chuck was actually my first music teacher in 4th grade. He's the one that put a saxophone in my hands. So I owe him much more than what I'm able to do for him right now. And Chuck was very special because when I got to the high school as a student, he then moved up to the high school as the band director. So again, I got to work with Chuck. And during that time period, we came really close because he knew I was into jazz. He knew I was getting serious about music, and he was a professional bassist. So during my high school years, we sat down many lunch times and talked and played. Even when I became a senior in high school, he was then taking me out of school to take me to gigs that he was playing. Just so I could meet some guys and kind of get a feel for the life and all that great stuff. So then when I went to college, obviously we kept in touch, and then we started to work together as professionals and colleagues out on the scene, which was, just unbelievable and just a fantastic thing. And then when I became a school teacher, Chuck actually helped me get my job in the district that I'm working in now. And then, he came down with pulmonary fibrosis, which is, just the hardening of the lungs, so he couldn't breathe.
Oh, boy.
And it was, it was a very, very long and painful period for him. And I know he's in a better place now, so that's all that matters. But, when that day came, it was very simple in my mind. As soon as I heard the news, I made a couple of phone calls to, his mother and his wife and gave my condolences. And then I went to the piano and I wrote a beautiful jazz ballad for him. It's not on 26 Years, but it will definitely be on a future album because it's just one of those songs that people need to hear. So, that was easy. And then the second thing that popped into my mind was we need to do a memorial concert for Chuck and start a scholarship at the high schools that I teach at, just to kind of let his name and his legacy be known for a little while longer because, he left this place way too soon. So, that concert was fantastic. I made some phone calls to my friends at William Patterson University and got use of their auditorium. And then I started making phone calls to all the professionals that I met through Chuck and, told them what we were doing, and they were all on board. And that night, we were able to raise, I believe, $13,000 that night,
Wow.
For the scholarship.
Wow. And
then every year, we collect donations at different concerts that we do, and we just keep the scholarship going. And the scholarship goes to one high school student from both high schools in town that are either going to study music or not necessarily study music, but at least go join a college band and keep their music alive, So it's just a beautiful thing. I didn't have a choice in doing it. It just was something that needed to get done, so we did it.
Well,
and
clearly, from hearing you talk, I mean, he's just one of those people who had a profound impact on you as a musician, as a person, and I know is someone who's always going to, be with you every step of the way the rest of your life, and I think that's great that what you did for him and kept his memory alive, and so I applaud you for that, and I applaud you for the record. It's a great record. 26 Years is the title of Nick Stefanacci's debut album, the Nick Stefanacci Band. You can visit his website, nsblive.com. Find out, if you're heading down to New York, find out where the band might be playing and get a chance to check the band out live. We got to do this again sometime, my friend. I've really enjoyed chatting with you. And listen, best of luck, and I know this is going to be a springboard to even greater things in the future.